Okay, next up is Caleb. We got Tainted Cuts. While tracking down a predator, I stumbled upon Caleb's secret. Oh, what kind of secret is Caleb's? Is it just him being a predator? Because that's kind of obvious from all the other memories. But let's go. Ah, flashing! Ow! The sky is dull gray. A plastic bag rustles in the wind and dances alone through an empty, abandoned building. Outside is an undeveloped patch of land. I hold my camera. I'm taking pictures of the bloodstains on the ground. Several of my colleagues from the LCBI are crouching down next to me. They're collecting samples for analysis. In the distance, a male colleague crosses the police line. He waves a document around as he runs towards me.
Here's the preliminary autopsy report. We ruled out the possibility of a wild animal attack and confirmed the perpetrator was a predator.
I take the document and begin reading through its contents one page at a time. Another predator. That's the 5th case this month. The onset of headache occurs before I even realize it. The predators are a serious threat to the city. These mutated humans, when in a frenzied state, become extremely aggressive. Their physical condition, speed, and strength far surpass those of normal humans. They really are monsters. Has the victim's identity been confirmed?
He's from the security center. Unfortunately for us, he held a high position, so his personal info is classified. Our colleagues already submitted an investigation approval request to our superiors, but it'll take a while for the application to be processed.
Check the nearby residential area for the victim's movements and collect surveillance footage from around the building. Review dashcam recordings from vehicles in the vicinity too. Aside from his personal information, we can investigate other things.
This is an active crime scene. You can't enter. I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't realize it was you.
Ah! He's in his colonel outfit, but it's white! What the heck? The commotion behind me makes me turn. A tall, familiar figure stands beyond the police tape. He's putting away his credentials. Caleb? What is he doing here? Caleb, wearing a uniform and carrying a file folder, ducks under the police tape, and the other people lift for him. The colleagues around me recognize him. Lowering their heads to focus on their tasks, they stop talking.
I heard there was another predator attack. I was in the area, so I thought I'd check in and see how everyone's doing.
Mr. Councilman, I thought you were swamped with work, but you have the time to see us when we conduct our investigation. As soon as the words leave my mouth, a colleague nudges my arm and shoots me a warning glance. Their eyes scream at me to watch my tongue.
The victim was a government official. It's a sensitive case. In addition, the predators have been a constant threat to our city's safety for quite some time. The government has always treated this issue with the utmost care. Let me ask a question, Enforcer. Can I get an estimate of how long it will take for the LCBI to solve this case?
I raise my camera once more and try to find the perfect angle for documenting the crime scene. We're doing our best to move as quickly as possible. Is there a timeline the government is expecting us to meet?
I'm wondering when a certain individual whose life has been nothing but this investigation will finally return home.
Wait,
I have
what?
a few more questions. Would you mind stepping aside so we can talk privately?
Wait a minute! I should have glared at Caleb before giving my camera to another colleague. My colleague sighs quietly to show their sympathy. Under their watchful eyes, I remove my gloves and follow Caleb into the abandoned building. Excuse me, Mr. Caleb, is this a personal matter or an official matter? Because if it's personal, I think you can hold your tongue. My God. Caleb and I grew up together. As homeless kids in the Southern District, we wandered the streets and shared our hard-earned loaves of bread. We narrowly escaped death at the hands of the predators countless times. But as we grew up, our paths diverged. He became the councilman of the city, while I became an enforcer at the Lincoln City Bureau of Investigations, or LCBI. Our different career paths often put us at odds professionally speaking. To avoid any unnecessary trouble, we agreed to maintain a professional distance in public, but behind that facade, we have a close bond. Oh, I see. I see. You're still maintaining the bond even here, huh?
We haven't seen each other in ages. And this is how you greet me?
You're interfering with an official investigation right now. Consider yourself lucky I haven't asked for your removal. Besides, how did you even know I was here?
I have my ways of finding out the things I want to know.
Will filing a report about the councilman abusing his power do anything?
You might find yourself implicated. After all, you're my closest confidant.
I steal a glance at my colleagues outside the building. Then I give Caleb a hand. Wait. Then I give Caleb's hand a quick, reproachful pinch. Didn't we agree to act like strangers at work? Why are you breaking the rules again? Only then does Caleb hand me the file he's holding. Puzzled, I break the seal and pull out a report. It contains the victim's personal information and a detailed record of his recent movements.
The victim often visited a certain club. It's possible the attack wasn't random. As you can see, I go out of my way to bring you crucial information. And you still keep me at arm's length.
Because we're supposed to be maintaining professional status. Caleb grabs the file and pretends to take it back, but I tighten my grip and refuse to let go. Suddenly he releases his grip on the file, grasps my arm, and pulls me toward him. His lips are near my ear.
You're awfully good at pretending we're not close. You're coming home for dinner tonight, right? Say yes, and I'll play along.
Oh my god. I slightly lift the file folder and wave goodbye. I turn to leave. I'll be working late on the case tonight, so I can't.
Really? Awesome. I heard about this new place that just opened.
He's so insistent. I quickly turn around and use the file folder to cover Caleb's mouth. I push him behind a concrete pillar. Caleb, you... Fine, I'll have dinner with you. Happy? The heck? Wait, did I miss a line or something? No, I didn't. Okay. I was about to say the turn of events, man. The LCBI immediately dispatched a team to investigate the club the victim frequented. To our surprise, the club turned out to be a massive black market. It sold information about the predators. Some rumors claim the club was connected to a predator of the highest rank. Using his status, he maintained control over this diverse and chaotic underground world. I put down the investigation report. My mind is already racing. Was the victim killed because he learned too much about the predators during his investigation? The predators must be scared about being exposed, so they eliminated the threat. As I look up, I see the clock on the wall. It's already late.
You're still here. You must be exhausted with how you stay up late every night for this case.
Lost in thought, I barely acknowledge the male colleague who's approaching me. I nod in response and gather my things. I grab my bag and head for the stairs, but he follows me. He talks incessantly about what he did today. When we reached the ground floor, I noticed the raindrops beyond the glass doors. I didn't even know when it started
You've been
raining.
so focused on work that you didn't notice the weather, huh? Did you bring an umbrella? I have one. We can walk home together.
Oh my, is he making moves? Is it Charlie 2.0? Is it Steve? Is it Steve? Thank you, but that won't be necessary. I quicken my pace and try to find shelter under the building's eaves. Even though I said no, my colleague is determined. He opens his umbrella.
You always go home by yourself. You don't need to make excuses about being single. I'll have you know I'm an eligible bachelor.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so cringe. If there's any guys in chat, saying stuff like this does not get you the girls, okay? Just saying, it's so cringy. Don't say it. I don't care what book you read. Don't say shit like this. Don't say shit like this. It's so cringe. It's so cringe.
You just don't know me well enough. Why don't we take this opportunity
Oh my god. Please leave me alone. No need. I have no intention of getting to know you better.
Look how heavy
Caleb,
the rain is.
help!
Let me walk you home. It'll be more
Who said she doesn't have an umbrella?
Oh, thank God. Save me, Caleb, save me! The shadows fall over me as Caleb appears. He's holding a black umbrella. Wrapping his arms around my shoulders, he stands next to me. A hint of a smile plays on his lips, and he glances at my colleague before turning to me.
I thought the plan was for me to pick you up. Why are you already out here? It's pouring. I don't want you to catch a cold. And this is your...
My colleague's confident demeanor crumbles. He awkwardly shifts and clenches his fist.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd be here. I was just being a polite coworker.
Sure you were. He forces himself to smile and backs away with his umbrella. He waves goodbye.
I'll be going now. Good night, you two. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's right. Go away. Now that annoying colleague is gone, I pat Caleb's arm. He raises the umbrella a little higher. I hook my arm around his and we step out into the rain together.
I said it before, didn't I? You don't need to be polite to guys like that.
If you were a second late, you could have seen me show him my manners. But why did you pick me up today? You didn't even give me a heads up.
When I saw it was raining, I decided to check in and see if you remembered to bring an umbrella. And the answer was nope. Besides, you're either at the LCBI building or a crime scene. If I didn't take the initiative, would we even see each other for 1 second?
Feeling sheepish, I tighten my grip on Caleb's arm and lean in to whisper. Well, you can't see me right now. Laugh. Jeez. Oh my god. Well, you can see me right now.
Are you trying to sweet talk your way out of this? You'll need to do more than that.
Well then, I guess I'll just walk home by myself. I reach for Caleb's umbrella and pretend to take it. Smiling, he passes the umbrella to his other hand and wraps his arm around my shoulders. The rainy night invites an all-encompassing darkness. The street stretches out endlessly into the distance. Do you remember when it was raining cats and dogs in the Southern District? There were leaks in our temporary shelter, so we had to huddle under the eaves.
I've never forgotten a single thing about you.
Lore
We
implications.
don't have to worry about getting caught in the rain now, though.
Oh, the lore implications. Raindrops pitter-patter against the umbrella. Caleb's warm scent envelops me, and my heart begins to race. The Southern District was never peaceful. As a lawless part of the sinful metropolis, the strong preyed on the weak. Caleb and I were only kids back then. We lived from one meal to the next and never knew when we'd eat again. Hey, Maltz, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. When the city was in a state of chaos, we were separated. Our lives had changed by the time we reunited. We're no longer lost and alone. Finding our way back to each other feels like a stroke of luck, but what Caleb went through during our time apart remains a mystery. Yet he has yet to talk about it. Let me guess, the mystery was he became a predator.
The councilman has recently attended a hearing about the provisions concerning the increased monitoring of predators and the protection of ordinary citizens. Afterward, the councilman refused to answer any questions from reporters. Many doubt his commitment to reform. As rumors about the councilman's uncompromising stance continue to spread, no one knows for sure whether he will respond to the mounting pressure from various parties.
The living room is tuned into the evening news. This channel is known for its somewhat biased commentary on political figures. I'm curled up on the sofa with a plate of fruit. I can hear the shower being turned off from the bathroom. Caleb walks out and a towel is draped over his head as he dries his wet hair. Finally, a love interest that actually dries off their hair. They don't hold back. They said you were uncompromising. There's been a flood of negative press about you lately, Caleb. You haven't ruffled the feathers of important birds, right? He walks over to the coffee table and pours a glass of water. He slightly turns his head to meet my gaze. His mouth curls into a faint smile.
I'm not sure when it comes to other people, but I might have offended the lovely lady in front of me. I brought her here so she could relax. Alas, my good intentions will go unappreciated today.
I stab a piece of fruit with my fork and bring it to Caleb's lips. Eh. What about now? Are you still going to sulk? Maybe a few bites will change your mind. A drop of water falls from Caleb's damp hair and lands on my wrist. He glances down and wipes it away with his thumb. I find myself pulling away. Having been together since we were kids, we've fallen into our own rhythm. It's a familiar dance of interactions. I wonder what would have happened if we weren't separated. Would we have kept our dynamic?
Why'd you do that?
What, you don't want fruit? Do you not want food? Are you not happy that I fed you, mister? Caleb seems unfazed by my movement. He withdraws his hand. I was thinking, all these negative stories about you popped up overnight. Did something happen again that I don't know about?
Well, you could always move in with me. Then you'll never miss a moment of my exciting life.
Wow, so straightforward. There's a hint of seriousness in Caleb's expression that catches me off guard. I can't look him in the eye. I'll do it if you're willing to take over my job. The LCBI's have been hectic because of this new case.
Has there been a breakthrough?
We just got the investigation report on the club. It looks like there is a connection between this place and a predator who goes by the name of Perseus. Perseus? I'm gonna guess it's Perseus. I don't know how to pronounce that. Have you heard of this person before?
Isn't this the LCBI's field of expertise? How would I know anything about the predators?
He puts down his glass of water and picks up an invitation from the coffee table. It's embossed in gold.
You seem to be busy, huh? Not a lot of free time. I received an invitation to a party. I was wondering if you'd be interested in being my +1.
Ah, yes, to fend off the ladies, I'm assuming. As councilman, Caleb has received countless invitations for galas and parties throughout the year. On the other hand, I was never fond of these occasions. Is it another event where everyone kisses up to the councilman? Why should a low-ranking enforcer like me be there?
Unfortunate.
Caleb opens the invitation. He steals a glance at me before nonchalantly tilting it so I can see the host's name printed on the card. It's from the club we're investigating.
Since you're not interested, I guess I'll have to go by myself.
Damn. Wow, what kind of strings is he pulling? The heck? As Caleb starts to put the invitation to the side, I reach out. Getting on my tiptoes, I snatch it from him. I didn't say that. And going with you won't be a bad thing, right? Don't worry, I'll definitely be on time. Does that mean you're usually late? Caleb pays no attention to my attempt to butter him up. Instead, he tussles my hair.
Now you're trying to charm me.
How could you say that? I meant every word. Ooh. Perfectly arranged vibrant flowers surround an intricately carved fountain. Lush, sculpted shrubs flank the sides to add to the garden's meticulous beauty. Elegantly dressed guests mingle in the garden. They pluck champagne glasses and hors d'oeuvres from the trays of passing waiters. It's a fancy party, oh my god. And here I thought the councilman was too busy with government affairs. Who knew he was living in the lap of luxury?
I agree that government officials enjoy a few more perks than your average enforcer. If you like what you see, you can request a transfer next month.
I told you,
Don't like extra things in your pockets? You're wearing a dress today. There are no pockets.
What the heck? Caleb links his arm with mine, then carefully lifts the hem of my dress. That's close to touching the ground. Long tables draped in delicate white gauze are laden with an array of exquisite desserts and drinks. They invite guests to indulge themselves. I take a glass of champagne and raise it to my lips. A young man approaches us and respectfully nods at Caleb.
It's been a while since I was transferred, sir. I didn't expect to see you here.
Oh my god. The young man's gaze flickered between Caleb and me. I try to pull my hand away, but Caleb gently presses his palm against mine to keep it in place.
I just wanted to pay my respects. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Likewise.
As soon as he's out of hearing range, I look at Caleb and tap his arm. Did you make him think? Did you make him think there's something between us on
What
purpose?
are you talking about? Or would you rather tell me what our relationship is?
My God. Caleb looks at me with a steady gaze. His words leave me speechless, and all the confusing feelings I've been trying to ignore lately rush into my heart. He takes the champagne from my hand and pours it into a nearby ice bucket. Annoyed, I purse my lips and reach for a petite four? What the heck is a petite four? It's just champagne. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Caleb ignores the compliment I muttered. Or the complaint I
If you
muttered.
really want to define it, then we can start with those days when we struggled to survive in the Southern District. Like when we first met and were ready to beat each other up over a rotten apple.
Damn, over
Or
a rotten
maybe
apple?
when I shared half of my hard-earned juice with you.
It's a dessert? Oh, okay. I've never heard of that dessert before. What about the time I saved my money to buy you that bread you wanted? And don't forget how I protected you by wrestling a gun away from a predator when we were little. Caleb reaches out and taps my nose. I blink.
Okay. You have the best memory in all of Lincoln. Feel free to try anything that catches your eye. Except the alcohol, of course. I need to go out and socialize for a bit.
Looking past Caleb's shoulder, I take a note of the guests who spotted him. As expected, they're ready to approach him at any given moment.
Entertain yourself for now. And if you decide to snoop around, be careful.
It's not a kind of dessert, it's just desserts. Oh, is it like an assortment of desserts, I'm assuming, then? I let go of Caleb's arm. He lifts his champagne glass to discreetly bid me farewell. He then he turns to and disappears into the crowd. He remembered that I didn't like these fancy gatherings. He didn't make me interact with everyone. I make my way to the dining area and sit down. As I nibble on some petite fours, I scan my surroundings and take in everything. All the waiters emerge from the other side of the garden. My gaze is drawn to the grand castle-like structure that looms in the distance. There might be some valuable intel inside. I pop the last petite four into my mouth and get up. While no one's watching, I walk over to that building. The Great Hall is adorned with luxurious tapestries. Engaged in lively conversations, small groups of people stand here and there. No one has noticed me. I press on and venture into a seemingly endless corridor. The chatter from the Grand Hall fades behind me. On either side of the corridor are rooms with doors firmly closed.
Excuse me, are you a guest at tonight's event? I'm afraid this area is the owner's private quarters. I must ask you to head back.
I'm sorry, I made a turn and got lost. I thought this would lead me to the exit. I can feel the waiter's eyes boring holes into my back as I walk away. Not wanting to arouse any more suspicion, I quicken my pace and retreat. Returning to the Great Hall, I take a risk and glance at the waiter who caught me. To my relief, his attention seems to be elsewhere. That corridor is hiding something important. As I mull over ways to return unnoticed, a peculiar scent draws my attention. It's a specialized aerosol designed to expose the predators. My body tenses. Years of working with the LCBI have made me all too familiar with this type of spray. Any predators who inhale it will be revealed within minutes. It's a substance that's been under layers and layers of government regulation for years. This isn't an accident. The waiters usher the guests toward the exits, and chaos envelops the Great Hall. I take this chance to return to the corridor. A noise from one of the rooms catches my attention. I position myself beside the door. I reach for my gun that's concealed under my dress. The faint click of a turning lock catches my attention. Before I can react, a hand grabs my arm and yanks me into the room. My back is pressed against a warm chest, and a hand is clamped over my mouth. Darkness floods my vision as my eyes adjust to the dimly lit room. I jab my elbow back, but the attacker anticipates this. Their grip around me tightens.
Don't speak.
Caleb? For a split second, I freeze, then all the fight within me disappears. I can feel Caleb's chest rising and falling against my back. His close proximity makes me aware of my racing heart.
Hurry! Find the predators, now!
Wait, are they looking for him? Then Caleb is... As the adrenaline fades, I notice the heavy breathing near my ear. Cautious, I turn my head to get a closer look. Caleb, you're a predator! The sudden outfit change, my god. The realization hits me like a bolt of lightning. The spray that's intended to expose the predators triggered his transformation. There's no time for questions. Alarms ring through the building. There are whales drowning any chances for an explanation.
Yeah. I'm the club's owner. That infamous predator all of you were whispering about. Are you going to arrest me now?
Oh my god. Caleb attempts to smile. He leans against the wall. As his eyes dart around, a mix of emotion betrays his expression. I don't know where the LCBI takes the predators they capture, but it can't be a nice place. I have no idea how Caleb became a predator, but I can't just stand here and let him be killed. The thought of arresting Caleb doesn't even cross my mind. I move to support him, but he gently pushes me away.
I'm not exactly stable right now. Keep your distance.
Whoa! Oh my god. Footsteps come to a halt outside the door. Ignoring Caleb's protest, I grab his arm and drag him to the window on the other side of the room. I push it open. We'll be caught if we stay. Let's go. The SUV races down the road like an arrow that was shot from a bow. Driving the car, I only allow myself to breathe when the club is behind us.
And here I thought you were gonna slap cuffs on me. Who knew enforcers could play favorites?
My god. You probably know what they do to predators better than me. How could I ever hand you over to them? I gulp. I'm torn between the anger at his secrecy and the pain that he thought I'd actually turn him in. Don't lie to me. I want the truth, and I want it now. How did you become a predator? Probably while you guys were separated. It's kind of not hard to figure out. In the back seat, Caleb leans against the door, his hand resting on it. I glance at the rearview mirror and see his expression became more somber.
After we were separated that day, one of the predators attacked me. I thought I was done for. But I survived. The catch was that I became one of them.
He recounts it casually, but I can sense the weight of unspoken pain behind his words. There's a lot he's not saying. My hands tighten on the steering wheel, and a storm of emotions churns inside me. And this isn't the first time you've lost control?
When I first turned, I was in a frenzy for a long time. To keep others safe, I had no choice but to isolate myself.
Damn.
Then I ran into a group of people one day. They weren't predators, but they took me away.
They didn't make you a test subject for research on... Wait, did they make you a test subject for research on the predators? I saw cases like this during my time at the LCBI. Someone is always looking to exploit the predators.
After I became the councilman, I tried to track them down. But every lead turned into a dead end. There's one thing I do know, though. They implanted something called an activator inside me.
An activator? Does it keep your frenzy state in check?
Not bad. The activator helps predators like me snap out of it when we go into a frenzy. But that state, it messes with your head. Everything from back then is a blur. I don't even remember where they put the activator.
He doesn't know. Oh my
It's
god.
hazy. But I do remember bits and pieces. At some point, I fought my way out and escaped.
Having worked with the LCBI for years, I'm all too familiar with what happens when the predator loses control. When Caleb went through all of this alone, it was easy as... Was it as easy as he's making it sound? The aerosol for the predators, it was meant for you.
Correct. I founded the club. It was a cover at first, A way to blend in and have a legitimate identity, you know? But as the club's reputation grew, it started turning heads. Not all of them are friendly, in case you were wondering.
Nope. Guess you can't show up as the councilman for a while, huh? Not when the aerosol is still affecting you. You're being watched. Your home isn't safe anymore. I turn the steering wheel to the right and the tires screech as the car lurches in another direction. My god, MC. Let's go somewhere else. Let me guess, my place. If someone's targeting Caleb, they'll probably have a stakeout at his place. Going there would be walking right into their hands. The Southern District is where the Predators gather. That might be the safest place for him right now. Oh, okay. So not my place. It's also where we grew up. Caleb pulls out a small device and his fingers dance across the screen. In an instant, our car, conspicuous as a prowling beast, vanishes. It melts seamlessly into the surrounding landscape. Oh, that's convenient. We end up on a derelict street in the Southern District. It's a melting pot here, and the winding alleys can be used for cover. We should be safe from any pursuers for now. Puddles of dirty water dot the cracked pavement. Weathered concrete buildings stand next to each other, their gray appearances a testament to passage of time. These structures are relics and are amongst the oldest in the city. Caleb offers his hand. I take it. With a small hop, we move past a small puddle together. It's been years since we set foot in this place.
Do you miss it?
I do. And do you know what I miss the most? That little electronic bird we rescued from a dumpster when we were kids. As we turned the corner, the sights and sounds of bustling marketplace engulfed us. I used one as my alarm clock, and every morning you'd grumble about how noisy it was. You threatened to throw it away, but you never did.
You think I couldn't part with that noisy bird? I just couldn't bear to see someone in tears.
Okay, no problem, Goku. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good day at work. I wouldn't have minded. After all, I knew someone would be there to comfort me. This street is far from ordinary. You can find daily necessities along with all manners of contraband here. Photon bombs, pulse yes, daily necessities. Photon bombs, pulse rifles, and signal jammers are for sale. Everything necessary to live every day. We've been gone for a few years. Now look at this place. They threw caution to the wind.
All I remember was someone confusing a real gun for a fake. Then she tried to rob me.
Uh-oh. I mean, it worked. He was scared out of his wits. Look over there. They're actually selling predators like merchandise. They even have price tags.
I guess I should consider myself lucky I wasn't put up for sale back then.
I would have tried to find you and come back to this place 1,000 times if I had to. Assuming you were sold, I'd find a way to see you again. I would have rescued you and made sure you were free. Caleb tightens his grip on my hand.
Freedom isn't everything to me. Being with you is what matters.
Oh my god.
After we got separated, I tried to find you.
Even if you didn't say that, say it. I know. Even if you didn't say it, I know you'd look for me. I was also trying to find you. Kayla gives me a long, meaningful look. After walking around the market all afternoon, we find ourselves in a certain spot as evening falls. The streets are bathed in familiar glow of the sunset. At the end of the street stands an abandoned watchtower, inspired partially in the way of the setting sun. Is it just me, or did the tower look much taller when we were kids? Caleb turns to look at me, then he playfully raises his hand to measure my height.
I think it's because you've gotten taller. You're practically a giant compared to back then.
The same can be said about you, thanks for the random compliment. The watchtower stands as tall as the tallest structure in the part of the Southern District. Its top floor has been abandoned for a long time. Many years ago, the elderly watchtower keeper took us in. We had a shelter within these walls and shared a small room on one of the floors. Oh, that was nice of them.
When I'm gone, you two should stay here.
Where are you going? You're not going to stay with us anymore?
I'm going to a place where little ones can't go.
The streets of the Southern District were blanketed in snow that winter. Caleb and I laid the old man to rest. Oh no. After he passed away, this place became our home, and our small bed was right next to the window. Back then, I could see the sky if I looked up. Sometimes I could see Caleb's figure perched on the iron frame outside, just like right now. Aww. Whenever I saw you sitting here all by yourself, I was scared. I thought you were going to leave me behind. I climbed through the window and sit next to Caleb.
Really? Where would I even go?
Maybe you'd head to the city across the river? Caleb raises his arm and wraps it around my shoulders as he looks at the opposite shore.
Do you remember what I told you when you gave me that necklace in this very spot?
It happened after we reunited with each other. I want you to have this necklace. If we're ever separated again for a long time, I'll be able to find you so long as you have this necklace. It doesn't matter how much you might change.
You're giving me a gift and didn't even give me a warning.
It's easy to return the favor. My wish is a simple one. I want us to have a home together. That's all I ask. Caleb raises his hand, and the necklace's apple-shaped pendant hanging from his finger. It reflects a soft silvery light against the backdrop of the setting sun. The river splits the city in two. Our side is the Southern District that's dirty and chaotic. The other side, though, is a city of towering skyscrapers and bustling streets. It's as if the sunset prefers that place. The river under our feet sparkles in the setting sun. Just like before, we stare at the city on the opposite shore.
I promise our home will be there.
Oh my god.
I promise our home will be there.
Even though he's talking about the city across the river, Caleb's gaze is fixated on me. It shimmers like the water's surface and reflects emotions in their depths. I appreciate the sentiment, but you can't go back on your own place. But you can't go back to your own place. What will you do now?
I think I'll just disappear for a while. Let's see what my pursuers do.
Oh my god. Caleb stands up and holds out his hand to me.
Do you want to check it out?
Isn't it old and abandoned?
Maybe a kind soul stopped by and spruced it up.
I follow Caleb up the winding staircase to the top of the tower. The bare cement walls are exactly as I remember them. The old sturdy wooden door hasn't changed either. I have a feeling a big surprise is waiting for me. Caleb just smiles and nods towards the door. He silently urges me to open it. Confused yet curious, I do just that. Oh! It looks so nice! Also, hello. I'm stunned. The interior has been completely transformed, and the top floor has been divided into several fluffy furnished rooms. I stop in my tracks with widened eyes. I turn to Caleb. When did you turn the watchtower into this?
You weren't the only one who missed this place.
It really feels like a home now. I approach the nearest room and reach for the doorknob. But before I can turn it, Caleb's hand covers mine. He's standing right behind me, and his face is close to my ear as he leans in.
This room isn't quite finished yet. We'll save it for another time.
Aw, what? What? Why can't I see that room? I turn my head and study his expression. It's your secret base, isn't it?
Sometimes secrets are nothing more than the burdens we carry. And right now, my biggest secret is trying to figure out how to decorate this room.
Cute. Caleb honestly is disarming. I decided to let go of my suspicions.
Why don't we do a trade? I'll show you something I know you'll like instead.
Caleb takes a step back and picks up a small tablet from a nearby cabinet. His fingers dance across the screen. A soft whirring catches my attention, and my eyes try to look for a source of the sound. Your model's... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. This is actually not my standard hairstyle. It's actually toggled to be short right now. At the far end of the room, a hidden door slides open. Lights flicker on to reveal an arsenal of weapons. Weapons? What the heck? At the back, a sleek new aircraft gleams on the launch pad. It's ready to take to the skies at a moment's notice. Caleb, you've been way too busy behind my back. My fingers trace the sleek lines of the new pistol. It's the one I requested from the LCBI, but I never received it.
I think you're upset because I didn't tell you I had your dream gun. I can see the saliva dripping out of your mouth.
Didn't you say I would like this place? I should act... Wait. Didn't you say I would like... Oh, yeah, I did say that right. Didn't you say I would like this place? I should act excited then. I wouldn't want to disappoint you. In one swift motion, I point the gun at Caleb's forehead. He doesn't even flinch. He smiles and crosses his arms. Shh. I can't even scare you anymore. Lame. I toss the gun back to Caleb.
Who says I was scared? Maybe I was just playing along the whole time.
Caleb, you're terrible.
How? You used to be happy every day. Those were good times.
As long as you're by my side, I can be as happy as I am now every day. Caleb has moved into the watchtower, and I've temporarily relocated there as well. Oh, damn, okay. The LCBI's crackdown on the club led to the arrest of several predators. They also quickly identified the true culprit behind the murder. During the day, I continue with my usual work while secretly investigating and researching ways to help the predators quickly recover from their frenzied state. At night, I return to this secret base where Caleb waits. His sudden disappearance has thrown the outside world into chaos. There's even rumors that Caleb himself might be a predator, yet Caleb remains unfazed. He often spends time alone in the armory and tinkers with discarded parts. Sometimes a holographic screen shows the news while he busies himself. With an aloof air, he listens to it. We often find ourselves on the bed by the window, and my head rests on Caleb's arm. We chat quietly and gaze at the scenery outside when it's nighttime. These simple moments of companionship in my memory. These simple moments of companionship in my memory. I only experienced them briefly in a distant past I can barely recall. Sometimes I can't help but think these precious moments are like sand in an hourglass. They'll eventually run out. When that day comes, Caleb will leave the sanctuary to face the storm outside. Ugh. In that hazy state between sleep and being conscious, I hear birds chirping. Their cries drift in from somewhere beyond the edges of my fading dream. As the warmth beneath my fingertips be more pronounced, I open my eyes. Caleb's sleeping face is just centimeters away from mine. Kiss him! Kiss him! Kiss him awake! I realize half of my body is draped over Caleb's chest, and my palm rests on his collarbone. His eyelashes flutter ever so slightly with every breath he takes. As the reality of our position sinks in, I don't move in case my breaths disturb this moment. Oh my god. I don't think we're like this when we I don't think we were like this when we fell asleep last night. I slowly lift my head to try to move away, but Caleb is fast asleep and unaware of my movements. His eyelashes are still as long as they were when we were kids. After watching him for a moment, I poke his chin. He doesn't stir. The heck? Okay. I was about to say, it did the thing again where it looked like I skipped text by accident. I guess he's out cold. Eh. Wake up! I decided to be more mischievous and tickle him. I finally get a reaction. He stirs, wrapping his arm around me as he rolls over. His chin rests on top of my head, as if he's about to wake up. As I quickly close my eyes and pretend to be asleep. A moment passes before Caleb embraces me more tightly. He strokes the back of my head.
You wake me up only to pretend you're asleep?
I didn't wake you up. It was the birds.
Birds aren't that mischievous.
He sounds so cute when he's sleepy. I try to cover Caleb's mouth with my hand, but he just softly laughs. He props himself up on his elbow and catches my wrist.
I finally managed to get rid of that electronic bird alarm of yours. And now you've decided to wake me up every morning?
So you still have a grudge against my bird alarm? It wasn't that bad. Our faces are so close that our noses are almost touching. His breath is warm against my cheek, and in the soft morning light, I can see his fine, delicate hair. Something in the air seems to shift. I acknowledge it, but I don't think about it. Instead, I close my eyes for a moment. I can hear a heart racing, but I'm not sure if it's his or mine. Caleb traces a path down my palm, and I notice how his gaze settles on my lips. Kiss? Kiss? Will he move closer? It's at this moment I became keenly aware of a secret longing hidden in the depths of my heart. Oh my god! Caleb slightly lowers his head and nuzzles my cheek. Oh my god. The yearning! The yearning! I hold my breath, but he only reveals a slight smile before quickly rolling over and burying his face in the pillow.
You know, I missed that electronic bird. At least it had an off switch.
Understanding what he's implying... Oh, fuck. The heck, stupid moth. And understanding what he's implying, I blush. I turn on my side and playfully poke at his back. Hey, that's not the point of having an electronic bird. If small animals suddenly start making a fuss, that could mean something's off. Should we head up to the rooftop and check it out? Following the sound, we arrive at the watchtower's roof where the spacious terrace awaits. The early morning air is veiled in a thin, gossamer-like mist. At the edge of the terrace, we see a small bird's nest. Inside it are a few baby birds huddling together. They shiver despite their efforts to keep one another warm. Their mother isn't around. I crouch down and gently wrap my shawl around the edge of the nest. Once winter ends, they'll be adults. They'll leave their nest one day and fly off to new places. Hey, Wolf, thank you so much for the raid! I hope you had good streams, Drum. Let's see. Oh, you were doing some art stuff? You doing some last minute preparations for AILA? Or something? I hope you had a good stream. Yeah. Yay! I'm glad. Well, I hope you get some well-deserved rest. I know it's late. I hope you have a good night if you got a raid and run. Also, I really want to kill this one. There's a moth that keeps flying around my head because of my light above my head. Oh my god. It's attracted to the light. Do you think they'll fly all in the same direction when they leave?
Probably.
Caleb stoops down next to me.
Are you cold?
Yeah. Caleb chuckles softly and hugs me.
Even if they're separated for a long time, they'll reunite because they choose to remain by each other's side.
Then they'll never leave each other in the future? Alright, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in.
No matter where they're headed, they'll always fly together. After all, there will always be one bird in this world who stands out from the rest. She's special. She'll be your one and only choice.
My eyes are looking at the baby birds in the nest, but my mind is thinking about something else. I wonder when Caleb will leave this place.
I'll have to head back soon.
During our time in the watchtower, I knew Caleb has always kept an eye on the events from the outside world. Maybe someone is secretly sending him messages through the news broadcast, or he has other ways of staying informed. He's not the kind of bird that would make a permanent nest in a place like this. My body tenses, but I force myself to smile and appear nonchalant. A lot of people are looking for you. They must be losing their minds right now.
Everything will be resolved soon.
Oh, really? Light spills across the river and bathes the rooftop in a golden glow. Caleb and I decide to sit down and take in the view. I rest my head on his shoulder, and a heaviness settles in my chest. It's time. Caleb must leave this place. I try to reassure myself that it's not too bad. After all, Caleb promised he'd always be there for me. I readjust to the monotony of going home and going to work. Caleb still visits me, but we don't return to the watchtower. That's the only real change. It's another late night at the office. As I pack up to go home, I find myself glancing out the window. My eyes are drawn to the street below. Across the LCBI building and under the soft glow of the street light sits a black car. It's silently parked along the curb. I make my way downstairs as usual. I pause at the entrance, but after hesitating for a moment, I decided to approach the car. I open the door as expected. As I expected, Caleb is in the back seat. He's engrossed with the data only he can understand on his tablet. You're here whenever I work late. Aren't you tired? And you're always right on time, too. Don't tell me you have an insider in the LCBI building.
Don't worry. You're my one and only insider at the LCBI. I'm just doing my part to make sure there aren't any more annoying coworkers when I'm not around.
Ever since Caleb returned to his government job, the political climate has become ruthless. A power struggle between opposing factions is playing out behind the scenes. You're so keen on handling my affairs. What about yours? Caleb remains silent. The car engine starts, and we slowly begin to cruise through the streets at midnight.
I just wanted to see you.
You can do that whenever you want.
The people behind the aerosol attack at the club are trying to take me down. They'll stop at nothing to seize power.
I'm completely in the dark about your plans and what you're going through, Caleb. If only...
Do you want us to keep living like this?
Caleb cuts me off. As we drive, the street lights flicker. His profile shifts between light and shadow. You already know my wish.
Our little chess game has reached the final round.
Chess game? But you'll keep facing new threats because of them, right? Answer me, Caleb.
Yes.
Caleb reaches across the space between us. He tries to hold my hand, but I move away. His lips form a thin line while resignation and determination mix on his face. He tries again, and our fingers intertwine in his firm grasp. Caleb is omitting a lot of information. In that case, I'll have to uncover the truth on my own. Without those weapons in Caleb's base at the watchtower, maybe there's more to it than meets the eye. I visited almost every place except for that room. I never opened the door to it. It's been a while since I set foot in the watchtower. Everything is exactly where we left it. For a split second, I have this absurd notion that if I push open the door, Caleb will be waiting for me. I approach the room he never let me enter. I only want to see if the door is locked, but to my surprise, it opens. Whoa! Whoa! There's so many computers in here! As soon as I look inside, I freeze. One of the walls is covered in a wide array of screens for surveillance cameras. I recognize several of the locations on the display. The street outside the LCBI building, the office, and the blinking red dot is my current location. No wonder Caleb always knew where I was. How long has this room been here? Why is he doing all of this surveillance anyway? But the thing that sends a chill down my spine is a set of heavy chains on the floor. They're next to the monitors. I pick up the chains and trace the dark red stains that speak of a desperate struggle. I should have known. Caleb is a predator. It's impossible for him to not go into a frenzy. He loses all reason when he's in that state. Maybe this is where he confines himself so he doesn't hurt anyone. I take a deep breath and try to calm my beating heart. Putting down the chains, I notice a notebook on a nearby table. I open it. The first words on the page make my breath hitch. Long time no see. The entry date is from several years ago. This was written before I reunited with Caleb. My heart pounds in my chest as I flip to the next page. Oh my god, we found his journal, his diary!
The LCBI is always busy. She's working late every night. Another late night snack. She must really like this place.
Oh my god. My god, he's being a stalker on us, my gosh. I quickly flip through several pages.
Is she still looking for me? Or did she forget about me? Now that she's surrounded by other people.
Oh, Caleb!
I returned to the watchtower today.
After I recover from the initial shock, my complex emotions wash over me. I close the notebook and dial Caleb's number.
Hello?
Where are you? The streets are eerily quiet on the dead of night. I ride my motorcycle to Caleb's apartment. I run my thumb over the notebook's cover one last time before knocking on Caleb's door.
What's up?
There are things you refuse to tell me about, so I had to find the answers myself. And my unwavering gaze is fixated on Caleb. He notices my expression and he sees the notebook in my hand. A resigned smile flickers across his face.
Come in. I thought we agreed that room was off limits. I told you that secrets are nothing but burdens on the heart.
This involves both of us. What gives you the right to keep me in the dark? I hold up the notebook. If you knew where I was all this time, why didn't you see me sooner?
Well, you saw everything. The surveillance equipment, the chains. I'm a predator now, too.
Oh, he's out
Back
so
then,
sad.
I couldn't trust myself not to hurt you.
So you made that choice for both of us? We stand where we are, and neither is willing to break the stalemate. Then Caleb takes a step toward me.
Both of us know this city has no safe haven for the predators. To be with you again, I need to secure an unassailable identity. My plan is almost done, but I need to be in the crosshairs. I can't risk dragging you into it. That's why I needed to disappear for a while.
Even if they're separated for a long time, they'll reunite because they chose to remain by each other's side. No matter where they are headed, they always fly together. Who should I believe? The Caleb who made those promises, or the Caleb standing in front of me?
Pipsqueak.
I forgot that was the nickname I set, mostly because I was trying to find out all the dialogues. I take a step back, but Caleb takes my hand.
Everything you saw was my doing. But I have to ask, will you leave me?
Is my answer that important to you?
It means everything to me.
Damn. Then stop doing things that will drive me away. Promise me that you'll stay safe.
I promise I'll stay safe.
I gently wrap my arms around Caleb. Caleb, it's not that I'm any good at waiting. Wait, it's not that I'm any good. Caleb, it's not that I'm any good at waiting? What? What does that even mean? That you're not just not good at waiting? Okay, anyway. Caleb, it's not that I'm any good at waiting. I just trust your judgment. So don't keep me waiting too long. Since that night, Caleb said goodbye to me. His car never appeared outside the LCBI building again. On those rare nights when I worked overtime, I found myself waiting in vain for the person who would pick me up. The LCBI was as busy as ever. We developed new tracking gadgets that can deter the predators. It leads to a decrease in cases. Caleb's always accomplished what he set out to do. I thought if I trusted him and waited, he'd return. Then a news report shakes all of Lincoln. A long-absent councilman is confirmed to be a highly dangerous predator, and he's already being assassinated. What? What? Assassinated? Rumors circulate through every shadowy corner of the city, and yet I have no way of contacting the person in the eye of this storm. But I won't let him disappear from my life. A fine layer of dust covers the door to Caleb's apartment. No one has been in this place for quite some time. I know the passcode. When I open the door, I'm greeted by silence and a floor with items strewn about. As I step into the room, my foot brushes against a bullet casing. Papers are on the sofa and floor. A bullet is lodged in the wall, and the once pristine white surface is marred with bloodstains. It can't be. Caleb is a predator. He wouldn't go down that easily. He must be at the watchtower. If Caleb is injured or in a frenzy, he'd go there. I race to the watchtower. Standing before the door, I grip the handle and push it open without hesitation. The rattling of chains echoes throughout the room. In front of the screens, Caleb is immobilized by several chains. Caleb is immobilized by several chains. He slowly raises his head. The muzzle gleams with a silvery sheen The muzzle gleams with a silvery sheen of the screen's dim light. I haven't seen Caleb's eyes this sharp before. He's injured, and despite the predators having extraordinary healing abilities, traces of blood still stain his arm.
You figured out what happened, didn't you? So why are you here? You're the last person who should be in front of me right now.
What about you? You promised to keep yourself safe, so why did you break your promise? Caleb, you're the one who owes me answers.
I can't give you an answer to every question.
I won't leave you here all by yourself. And you're wrong. I'm the only one who has every right to be here right now. Good damn. Caleb, you good, dude? Caleb struggles before me. His eyes reveal his pain. Yet there's also a dangerous gleam. The chains on his wrist clatter to the ground. A dangerous aura surrounds Caleb. He slowly approaches me and the chains drag on the floor. I back away, but deep down I know he would never hurt me.
Since you chose to enter this realm, leaving is no longer an option.
Oh my god! Ah, no. Oh my god.
I said stay away.
Oh my god. No, stop it. No.
You moved. Where did all that courage go?
Put the collar on. Put the collar on him. my god. Oh my god. You're in pain right now, right? I'm here to help you. Wait, why did that stop him? Does he have like this? I'm not gonna get into it. Nope. I'm just gonna assume it works. This calms Caleb to some extent. I need to find the activator on his body. Come on. There you go. The necklace I gave you, you're still wearing it.
What are you doing?
Shove it in your mouth.
Initiating full body scan of the target.
Alright, gotta stay in the safe zone. You know, just saying. Oh my god. Oh my god! No, stay in safe zone. Stay in safe zone. Stay in safe zone, please. Oh my god, why is this harder? My gosh. Stay. There we go. Why is it it's harder for him to stay in the safe zone? My gosh. Stay. There we go. Oh my god. Stop breathing like that. Oh my god. Alright. Just make sure. Find the activator. It's fine. Okay, so it's not on his head, I guess?
Am I a plaything to you?
No! No, Caleb! Alright, is it down here somewhere? Where are you touching?
Probing for something.
Maybe. Caleb, you're the prey here. Don't forget that. Oh, it's behind his ear! Is the activator behind his ear?
You approached me first. You walked right into my trap.
Nope, turn it off. Turn it off. Did you bite his ear? My god. What are you doing? I couldn't see if there was a bite mark. Oh my god.
This out of pity. Then, when this night is over, will you stay with me?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Caleb holds me tightly in his arms. I wrap my arms around his back, and my hands slowly trace patterns along his spine. We stay like this for what feels like an eternity. Then Caleb slightly loosens his grip and nuzzles my cheek.
I'm okay now.
Are you? Are you sure? They told me you were dead. Someone assassinated you. I saw blood in your apartment and thought it was yours.
They were wrong. I promised to come back to you, didn't I? I won't go down without a fight.
Oh my god. Caleb gently opens my hand and presses it against his cheek. I don't believe that. I need to check it myself. Do you have any medicine here?
It's in the cabinet over there.
I get up and retrieve the first aid kit, and I sit down next to Caleb. His body is marked with several bloody scabs from the chains. As I carefully remove them, I apply medicine to each wound. Don't neglect your injuries just because you're a predator.
You care about me, and that's more than enough.
Caleb hasn't fully recovered. His head slightly droops to show his weakened state. As I finish treating his wounds, I get up to return the first aid kit to the cabinet. Caleb grabs my arms, and I lose my balance. I tumble into his embrace.
There's so much I need to tell you.
Caleb, I'm not going anywhere. I have all the time in the world.
Back then, I used to love being alone in this room.
Caleb holds me close as he lifts his head. He stares at the screens that line the wall, and his gaze lingers on them.
I always wondered what you were doing and what you were thinking. I questioned why you went to certain places, who you hung out with.
Oh my god. So sad.
And I was worried. If you ever found out how I kept an eye on everything you did for all those years, would you leave me without a second thought?
He sounds like he's about to cry. Oh my god. His gaze shifts back to me. The calm surface of his eyes fails to hide the tempest of emotions underneath. Wherever you want us to go, wherever you want us to do, I'll be there. No questions asked. So instead of watching me from afar, why don't you experience life by my side?
From now on, I'll be by your side every day.
Alright, I took a bite of my snack here. Oh my god. Oh my god, this thing is so good. It tastes so good. Caleb's gaze softens. He buries his head in my shoulder as if seeking the certainty of warmth in my embrace.
I already dealt with the assassin who came after me this time. I'll track down all of his accomplices. It's not about sending a message, you know. I won't let any of those insurgents slip through my fingers. And once we leave this room, I'll make your wish come true.
The home I want is one where we're together. If you leave me behind again, I'll lock you up in here myself.
Do whatever you want with me. But let me rest in your arms for now.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think I got the good ending. We stayed in that room for a long time, and together Caleb and I wrote down the date in the notebook he used to track my movements. That entry might well be the last page. Eventually, everything dramatically changed as Caleb predicted. As the councilman, Caleb restructured the city's core leadership and implemented several measures to prevent and reduce predator attacks on civilians. These initiatives became the talk of the town, and any doubts about his status as a predator disappeared like a passing breeze. And my wish finally came true.
Are you heading out early today?
Oh my god, this better not be the colleague that was hitting on us.
I saw your friend again. He's waiting for you outside.
It must be nice to have someone pick you up every day.
Smiling, I say goodbye to my colleagues, grab my bag, and run down the stairs. It rained during the day, and so the night air is coated in the scent of the dampened earth. Caleb is standing by the car. As soon as he sees me, he opens the door and gets in. I quickly follow suit. You got off work early, Mr. Councilman. I was planning to go home by myself.
We don't always have free time. Why don't we do something exciting this evening?
Sounds like you already have plans.
There's gonna be a movie tonight. Do you want to watch it with me?
I thought it'd be more grand than that. It's just a movie, huh?
Yeah, a re-release. When it first came out, I still hadn't found you yet.
Oh my god! So he wants to watch the movie together. So you watched it alone back then?
Yep. And I thought it was a great film. At the time, I hoped I could watch it again with you. I've been holding on to this wish for so long. Won't you help me make it come true?
Oh my god. It's not like I said no. As we stop at a red light, I gently pat Caleb's hand. In response, he takes mine and tightly holds it. Aww. As we drive through the streets, I find myself once again surrounded by the familiar sights I passed by countless times before. Only when Caleb is by my side does this familiar path we used to go home feel like it leads somewhere. And I know that we'll walk down this path together side by side, always and forever. Ah, my god! Oh my god! So cute. Raphael still was a little bit more romantic, though. Oh my god. Alright, almost done, guys. We're almost done. We have one memory left, but I need to get bad ending first. There you go.
You approached me first. You walked right into my trap.
And now we're not going to activate it.
The path ahead is treacherous. So why don't we lose ourselves in each other?
As soon as Caleb's teeth sank into my neck, the world around me starts to blur. Shaking, I slump to the floor. The last thing I feel is Caleb's burning hot body against mine. His searing heat envelops me as my strength fades. My consciousness slips into a pitch black void. A sharp pain in my neck jolts me from my stupor. When I come to my senses, I see the flickering lights of a screen. Someone's arms are tightly wrapped around me. Caleb?
I'm here.
Wait, he's still here. Wait, I thought like he would like leave like all the other guys. His head is lowered and his pupils have become unnaturally dark.
I want to say goodbye properly.
Oh my god. Caleb, what are you talking about? I try to lift my hand. I want to touch him, but my fingers betray me. They tremble uncontrollably. Caleb's burning hand envelops mine as he guides it to his cheek. He slightly turns his head and plants a soft kiss on my palm.
I'm afraid you'll blame me later because I didn't tell you anything.
Don't go. Desperate, I try to hold onto his hand, but it's as if he's slipping through my fingers no matter what I do.
I might be in a frenzy for a long time. Wait for me.
A long time?
When I recover, I'll return to you.
A long time? Don't. You can stay here, or you can let me come with you.
I can't. You'll be in danger.
He pulls me closer and holds me tighter. I press myself against him. I try to commit every sensation, every breath of his to memory. But Caleb's presence begins to disappear. I try to grab him, but my fingers only brush against the hem of his top.
Rest. When you wake up, it will all be over.
Oh, now he's leaving. No!
As long as you're here, I'll find my way back to you.
Oh my god. Don't. Caleb, don't leave me, please. Ah, shit.
Wait for me.
All I can hear now is Caleb's heartbeat, and then it slowly fades into the distance. The door closes with a soft click. He's gone. The world around me becomes a pitch black void. I fall once more into the depths of unconsciousness. I brought your favorite birdseed again today. The tiny fledglings have grown up. They're now crowding around the edge of the nest. Each of them wants to be the first one to snatch the food from my hand. Calm down, you guys aren't starving. After distributing the food, I sit down on the rooftop. The early morning light is gentle. It filters through the clouds and mist to spread across the river below. In moments like these, I often imagine another presence. Perhaps that ghost of a companion is sitting close to me or even embracing me. Caleb, where are you now anyway? When will you come back to me? A gentle breeze ruffles my hair as I gaze at the sparkling river below. Just as I've done this countless times in the past, I will do it countless times in the future. Ah, God, that's so sad. Ah! Oh my god. Hey, level 61, let's go. And I got a new pose as well, hell yeah. Alright, and that was Tainted Cuts. Oh my god. Well, that was really angsty. My gosh. My gosh.